campfire. Oh man, I can't believe you haven't watched Brotherhood. I got Jill to watch Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood all the way through. The story is that good. She got engaged with the story after a couple of episodes and couldn't put it down.
I don't think I could possibly get Kristen to watch any amount of anime ever.
I felt that way originally. You know the way that it happened actually is I got Jill to watch Doctor Who. I think that was the first thing. And the way that it happened was I was watching it like in the living room or something, like when she was doing dishes, and she would keep coming in and catching pieces of it. And at first she was like, "This is really stupid," but then she sort of picked up on the love interest in between.
Of course, the love interest.
Well, yeah, between Rose and Dr. Ten, right? And that just got her invested in the story just enough that she kind of wanted to know what was happening. Right? And like needing to know the end of the story was just enough to get her to pay attention long enough to get into it. Now she's into it. You know.
Bridge restored.
See, when I played this, I didn't get much further than here. I can't remember if it was because I kept dying or because I quit. But yeah, so dude, Brotherhood, you've got to watch that. And it's probably been
I'm out of mana.
Been long enough for you since you watched the original. There's a food over here.
I just used my potion.
It's probably been long enough since you watched the original that like having to like rewatch some of the old plots from the first couple of episodes probably won't bother you at all. What is this? I wonder if we need to be paying attention to this plot. I really doubt it.
Frying pan? Now suddenly I do think we might need to be... Ooh, I just turned something on.
Do you want to go?
And it might have been me.
Oh. I guess that was the first run.
That was it?
Excellent.
Weird.
Okay, so we probably just unlocked like the second thing.
Okay,
so let's just talk to people until we find...
How do I get up there so I can buy stuff?
Oh, here we go. Activate checkpoint. Here, go ahead. Can you hit the checkpoint? Oh my gosh, I just realized that the checkpoint is a freaking 3.5-inch floppy disk.
Huh.
That is hilarious.
It is.
So it is.
It's like a lava lamp. Let's see.
It's like a lava lamp.
Ooh, mana pool. I don't really care about my mana pool right now. But apparently I suck at pressing buttons.
And you bought it.
I just bought it.
Combo is interesting. Do I want combo? Yeah, I do. Combo. It's pretty cheap.
Combo.
Combo's good.
Love that wombo combo.
What the heck? I just dropped something in that bowl. Maybe we should be paying attention. There was one thing in that bowl, and now there's two things, and I'm pretty sure I did it.
I think it's like the stuff that we're like gathering out of the...
I'm gonna talk to the guy at the entrance. No, I guess I have to wait for you. Alright, let's just go to this second thing. See if that's open now.
Okay.
I'm still sleeping. Yawn. Snore. Sigh. Come on, wake up, dude. I don't understand.
There's probably an item somewhere that's like a whistle or something stupid like that.
Well, I've got that frying pan now. Let's just check in here really quick. And maybe the guy at the entrance to this wanted the frying pan. Hi, welcome. Come on. Got 1 second per word. It's way too long.
Speaking of,
well, I guess that's not it.
Speaking of watching shows from our teenage years,
oh my gosh,
I recently watched all of Stargate SG-1.
How was that?
It was good. It took me about 4 months. Pyramid of something.
Just can't go in there.
It took me like 4 or 5 months to watch it all. And that was like watching like 1 to 3 episodes every day. It took up an absurd amount of my time.
Oh, this will take us back in. I guess this was like Scroll of Town Portal.
Oh.
I guess there's... Oh yeah, look, there's more to do over here.
Great. Yeah, I don't know. Death, run away. I'm very close to death.
Yeah, you got cooked.
Oh, this is
a big one.
Ah, fire. Yeah, so I don't know what to say about it. Like, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Really? I actually really always liked Stargate.
No. It's okay. That's what I mean. That's why I'm like having a hard time like talking about it. Like, of course I loved the show.
Or
right?
do you mean it wasn't as cheesy as you remember?
Yeah, like so
Like
when
it holds up better than you thought it would.
Yeah, it holds up a little better than I thought it would. So definitely the first season or two, it's like super 90s, right?
Right, it's kind of low budget.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were trying to, like, when they first... When they first started, they weren't trying to be, they weren't trying to be, like, this quirky, new age, sci-fi show, right? Like, there was kind of a new sci-fi genre that kind of emerged around that time, like, with It, and, like, Battlestar Galactica, and a couple other things, like, where, like, we could take these sci-fi shows seriously, you know? But not in the same sort of seriousness way as like the 90s, right? The 90s is like, I'm a tough man, I'm the action hero, you know? And that's how the movie was.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, O'Neill is a man of action, and he's not at all funny.
No, he's not. He's not even remotely funny. But obviously he gets to be that way. So in the beginning, they're kind of playing that, and even from the first episode, they are trying to change. Oh gosh,
really?
I was gonna go up and fire him, but every time I go to use my fire, I hit the wrong button. So yeah, like even from the first episode, he's got kind of a sense of humor. They were pushing Carter really hard to be a blonde feminist at the very beginning. Like, everyone remembers the just because I wear my reproductive organs on the inside.
Right, yeah. She was really railing hard against O'Neill.
Well, and I guess it wasn't railing hard. It's just that, like, you know, she was just like, you know, take me seriously sort of stuff. And
we're almost dead again.
I know. And like the first episode after the pilot is them going to the Mongolian planet, where
is that really the second episode?
That is the first. Well, sorry, it's the first. I guess it's not the first non-pilot. So the first 2 episodes are the pilot. The third episode is where Kowalski has the
Gould in his head, yeah.
Right, which they never revisit. They never once revisit this idea that, like, Jaffa symbiotes are just going to jump out of them and, like...
Well, I think they decided ultimately that it was super stupid and flawed, which it was.
Well, it just would have made the show too hard.
There's no reason why other people wouldn't get, like, infected every time they killed somebody.
Exactly.
It's a really dumb mechanic.
Yeah, so, you know, it was good that they made some changes, but, you know, anyways, so I guess it was episode 4. So it's the first episode where they go off planet after
after that first plot really resolves itself.
Right, after the pilot. And so It's the Mongolian planet, right? So it's the planet where women are subjected. They have to wear their clothes and yeah, exactly. Oh, I have one life. There is
Don't go in there.
There's a severe deficiency
You need
of
to
apples.
watch out for those freaking spike holes in the ground.
They're hard to see. So yeah, which by the way, that plot line is actually stolen directly from Stargate Next Generation or Star Trek Next Generation.
Really?
Yeah, actually, the show apparently they have a pretty open dialogue about how they were ripping off Next Generation like all the time.
Well, they are. I never thought about it that way, but they are kind of the same show. Oh, here we go. There's another. If we can find the key to it, we can jump in here. Oh, and there's okay. Don't get hit by those arrows, but there is a checkpoint here that I'm gonna run for.
Yeah, I have one life. All right, cool. Game saved. Cool. Thanks. Oh, and I'm so close to dead. Anyways, like the plot of that episode is like basically let's create some situation where I'm dead again. Let's create some situation where we can make the boy and the girl get into a hand-to-hand fight and have the girl win.
Right.
Right. That was like the whole point of the episode. So that's kind of what I mean, I guess, with like the 90s-ness of the early show. You know,
there was an agenda to their plots.
Yeah, they had a lot of agenda, and Daniel was
Let's be clear, we have no problem with advancement of women.
No, not at all.
It was just kind of a clumsy plot device.
It was a very clumsy plot device. So, and like in like the early years, Daniel was still really whiny, and no one really liked him. And and then
the capable and awesome Daniel was a lot more fun.
Right. And then like O'Neill was very like, my kid died, you know.
I'm angsty about that.
They brought up his kid all the time, and he was always very like duty and all that sort of stuff.
Well, the characters were very one-dimensional, and that's kind of normal for like a new show.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I give some new show. I think people have realized in more modern times that like
another one up. Perfect.
We expect a little more out of our shows.
Well, good thing I got that one up.
I think people realize that we expect more out of our shows these days, and we're not going to just tolerate, bad characters or anything. But anyways, so there was just a lot of that going on.
Sure.
But it got better, and by the time they got to like, season 2 or 3, they kind of hit their stride with their very serious plotline arcs, and then